Your rotation.
No.
I'm like, oh no, Troy went to get him. It's happening. Mr. Brown's going.
What?
Mr. Brown is, oh.
He's
okay.
got-
Thank you. You're the best, Troy. The best. I'm like, don't tell the others that they're not here, but I'll happily tell them anyways.
Good morning, Your Honor. We can call number, on page 15, Deanne Solomon.
Hey, good morning, Judge.
Gates, good morning.
For the record, Tyler Gates, behalf of Ms. Solomon. Judge, she's out of custody, written waiver for her appearance on file. Judge, this case has not yet been filed. Mr. Holliday and I have been kind of in communication about the case. I did, although, file a motion to try to remove the GPS monitor. I actually filed it before I got the notification, I think a week or two ago, that she's substantially behind on fees. So I was asking for a day this week to have her present, and hopefully Mr. Holliday and I can speak about it between now and that date to see what we're going to do with this thing, if it's going to get filed as a felony or what's going to happen.
State.
Just need to satisfy Marcy, Your Honor, so whatever day is good for you this week, Your Honor.
So the only reason it's on the calendar is on the ankle monitor issue?
Correct, yeah. I filed a motion like the end of April-ish about the ankle monitor, and it never asked for a calendar date. But then I also got a notification last week from your JA advising that she was like $700 behind on the fees.
Right. So what do you want to?
I mean, it's something I think that could definitely be end of calendar or during calendar, or just, do you want to just pass it like till like Thursday, Mr. Holliday, or what?
Whatever the court's pleasure, it's fine.
Well, Thursday's fine if you want to do that.
Yes, sir. It'll be quick.
All right. Case to May 22nd for hearing on the motion. Do you know what you're doing with the case yet? All right, thank you.
Yes, sir, Judge, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we can next address Edward Buchanan on page 4. Shana Ruth on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Well, I don't know, can we? What's going on with Mr. Brown?
We're going, Your Honor.
All right, we set?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amy Inglethaler on behalf of Mr. Buchanan, who is approaching.
All right, and Mr. Buchanan is set for trial today. We had discussed on Thursday, of course, we have 2 trials, which the court is prepared to try both of those this week, although, of course, Friday is an issue. Ms. Inglethaler, you represent both defendants on the trials for this week, so what do you want to do?
Your Honor, this time I am renewing my motion for continuance on Mr. Buchanan's case. There is, although we did make our best efforts to complete the discovery last week, there are still several depositions that need to be done. In addition to that, I am trying Mr. Brown's case, which will be a 2-day trial, and it is a punishable by life offense.
Ms. Ruth?
I'm still objecting.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm still objecting, Your Honor. But if the court would continue the case, I would ask for the next available week to be June 2nd.
Your Honor, I believe I have something else that week.
Well, we're
We can-
going to try. You've talked to Mr. Buchanan about this. He does.
Yes, Your Honor,
What's
he's in
he-
agreement with the continuance.
All right. All right. Based on that, the court does find good grounds to grant the defense motion to continue the trial. We will reset Mr. Buchanan's case for trial June the 2nd with a final pretrial of May the 29th. Any reason to come back for that date?
No, sir.
No, Your Honor, not at this time. There may, if there is anything that comes up, we can add it back on.
All right. Mr. Buchanan, need to see you back in court on May the 29th at 9 o'clock. Stay in contact with your attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Schlax, I think we're still waiting on Mr. Khalil, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we, Ms. Johnson, we need Mr. Venuti, right? Have you heard from him this morning? No, he's in the conference. All right, will we ask him to come out? Mr. Venuti, somebody? Well, I guess we would need to switch out. Yeah. I just realized that. We're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to, yeah. I just realized that. Sorry, false alarm. Appreciate it. We've got a Stephen Bernstein in the waiting room. Does anybody know who that is?
Is that the defense attorney, maybe on Mr. Foster's case?
On who?
Mr. Foster, Sean Foster, the resentencing?
Is it? Yeah, it is. Can you get him in the chute? Without taking out? Okay. What we need? Yeah, we'll pass temporarily. Well, who else you got in the chute back there? Okay. All right, understood. We got any out of custodies we can call? Well, let me go ahead and admit that attorney and tell him what's going on. Mr. Bernstein, this is Judge Borello. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can.
Good morning. We got a little backlog in the jail chute this morning, so it's going to be a few minutes before we can get Mr. Foster, but I wanted to just let you know that's going on, and we'll give you a shout when we're ready.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Makarowski, any word? Nope. We're all going to sit here and wait. On that case? No, we're going to wait.
It's administrative.
I don't care.
Okay,
Sorry. We'll handle that case in just a moment.
certainly.
Okay, Demaurea Grant on page 6. Okay, so Mr. Grant is present with his attorneys and the state. We're here for arraignment and initial plea conference. Ms. Schlacks, Mr. Bossing, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
And good morning, Your Honor. Julie Schlacks and Michael Bosson appearing on behalf of Mr. Grant, who stands to my right. Your Honor, we are in receipt of initial discovery. Additionally, my client and I have discussed at length his constitutional right to a speedy trial based on the dates and the amount of work that we need to accomplish on his behalf. We will be waiving the speedy trial. However, we would request a trial date in 2026.
You want to set that today?
If
the
we
trial
could,
date?
Your Honor, so
Okay.
that we know what we're looking for.
We can do that. Mr. Khalil, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What was the original speedy, or what is the original speedy trial date?
Judge, Mr. Grant is a prisoner from out of state, and because he's in custody status in North Carolina, he had to be brought through IAD. There's a 120-day speedy trial right from the day he hit Florida border, and so speedy trial runs on IAD on September 2nd.
Ms. Schlacks, do you agree that that is the actual speedy trial date?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Khalil, has discovery been tendered, provided?
It has been, Your Honor, both the original discovery and the supplemental discovery for the penalty phase. This may be an appropriate time, Your Honor, for me to file our notice formally.
I was going to ask you.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would be filing a notice of intent to seek the death penalty and a notice of aggravating circumstances pursuant to Florida statutes 782.04 of Florida law. The defendant has been charged with first-degree murder, and the state intends to seek the death penalty, placing the defendant on notice pursuant to Florida statutes 921.141 of the following aggravating circumstances we intend to prove at trial. One, that he committed a capital felony and that he was under sentence or imprisonment or placed on community control from another jurisdiction for a felony offense. And two, that the defendant had previously been convicted of another capital felony or a felony involving the threat or use of violence toward another person. We would also be requesting a statement of particular listing statutory and non-statutory mental mitigating circumstances at this time. In conjunction with our death penalty notice, we are also filing a notice classifying this defendant as a prison releasee reoffender on those charges which are not capital in nature. Pursuant to this and in conformity with 775082 Florida statutes, we'll seek to have the defendant sentenced to life in prison if found guilty of a lesser included offense as to count 1 and to 5 years in Florida State Prison as a conviction for the aggravated assault charge on Officer McNew. The other charges are not prison releasee reoffender eligible. However, if necessary, the defendant does qualify as a habitual violent felony offender, and we'll be filing that notice if necessary after trial.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there a state offer in the case?
State's offering the death penalty, Your Honor.
Okay. And Ms. Schlacks, are you ready for me to have a colloquy with Mr. Grant about the speedy trial issue?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you filed a written waiver?
I have begun executing that right now. My client is affixing his signature right now.
And while they're doing that, Mr. Khalil, you heard the defense ask for a 2026 trial date. What's the state's position on that?
Your Honor, I have no objection to setting the case for trial whenever the court has time available. The only thing that I notified Ms. Schlacks in regards to is I have another case of a capital nature, which there's been some tentative discussions in front of Judge Kite to set that case beginning in January of 2026, and we anticipate that if the case does go to trial at that point in time, it would last the remainder of January and probably the entire month of February. So with that understanding, the state would be prepared to either set this case for trial mid to end of April or beginning of May, be an appropriate time for that.
And I would suggest perhaps early April.
Okay, and we'll do that in just one moment. Mr. Grant, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can put your hand down. Your name's Demaurea Grant? Yes. And that's your waiver on this, or your signature on this unlimited waiver of speedy trial? Yes. You went over that with your attorney? Yes. Any questions about it? No. All right, the court will sign it as well. All right, Madam Clerk, you can have that.
Your Honor, Mr. Mizrahi just informed me that the currently, Judge Kite is looking to potentially move that other case until April. So if the court wants to set the case in January of 2026.
Well, is that reasonably solid information, or? Why don't we do this? Why don't we set our standard pretrial date? You all get together, figure out your schedules, and then we'll come back and we'll set the trial date at the next court date.
That should be good, Your Honor. I believe our next court
That's fine,
date
Judge.
is first week of June. Is that accurate, Mr. Misrata?
You talking about on the other case?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we all get together. So 4 weeks on Mr. Grant's case?
Yes, sir. That'd be perfect.
4 weeks from today is June 16th, but I can give you any day that week.
June 16th is fine.
Well, actually, I can't give you the 19th, that's a holiday, but
June
16th.
16th is fine, Judge.
You good?
June
Safe?
16th is good with the state.
All right, June 16th for pretrial. And again, we will set Mr. Grant's case for trial on that date. Any other business we need to address today on Mr. Grant's case?
Your Honor, I do need to kind of alert the court to a potential situation in regards to my client's housing and my access to him. I was hopeful that I would be able to report that I have a meeting scheduled for sometime Friday. My assistant has not been able to reach the person that schedules that.
Because he's being housed Baker
Clay
County, is
County.
that? Or Clay County, okay.
And Clay County has a policy of requiring attorneys to make appointments in order to see their clients. I was not able to get an appointment for last Friday, so I grabbed the first one I was able to get, which was Saturday via Zoom. Unfortunately, when I got on the Zoom, and it was only scheduled for 40 minutes, Clay County did not have my client there. I had to call, repeatedly being transferred to different people before they finally got him for us, and I think we had about 15 minutes before it cut off, and then no ability to have further communication. I can't do that.
So what, if anything, are you asking me to do at this time?
At this time, I'm just alerting the court to the situation. Hopefully, I will be able to get an appointment Friday afternoon so that I can go over the full discovery with my client.
Okay. I stand ready to assist you if need be.
I appreciate that.
All right, anything else?
Nothing else from the state, Your Honor.
Thank
Okay,
you, Judge.
very good. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you on June the 16th.
All right, good to see you. Have a good day. Thank you.
All right, let's get Mr. Foster in the chute.